Now, I think the best reason to pick up the iPad 8th generation comes down to two things and probably three things. It comes down to the performance, which I'll hit into in a second, the software, which I'm hitting on right now, and the battery life, which I'm also hitting on right now. Those two things, the software and the battery, are awesome reasons why this iPad 8th generation is a completely, future-proofed iPad for at least for the next 3 years. Probably, definitely longer than that, but safely, it is a really good iPad for the next 3 years. So what I mean by that is, first of all, software-wise, you're getting day one updates for the next several years. So whenever the iPad Pro gets an update, you are also getting that update on your iPad 8th generation, which is awesome. Now, this thing started off with iPadOS 14. It has the same chipset as the iPhone XR, XS, and XS Max, so it's going to be lasting as long as those specific iPads. So that is another really awesome thing about this iPad. But even when you look at the future, it's going to be getting the same updates as the next iPads are getting for at least like 3 or 4 years. Probably safely 3 years, but it may last 3 or 4 years, who knows. So this software is great. The features of this thing are amazing. I can't really think of, off the top of my head, of features that the iPad Pro has in terms of software that the iPad 8th generation doesn't have. You still have split screen multitasking, picture-in-picture, swiping with the gestures and all that stuff. There's not really that big of a difference between the two. So hopefully iPadOS 15 brings a lot more features, but I guess we'll see when that happens. But the software on this iPad is amazing, but the battery life is also extremely awesome. You're getting a really good sized battery on this thing. It doesn't tell me the exact milliamp hours. I'm gonna say it's probably over at least 8,000 milliamp hours, maybe, hopefully. But from what I've seen year after year, these iPad, standard generations have a really good battery life. I think the iPad minis have okay battery life too, but these ones, because of just the optimized chipset, and because it's not supposed to be the most powerful thing in the world, this battery life on these devices are extremely good from what I've seen. So I think the software and the battery life are two of those awesome features of why I think the iPad 8th generation is a solid piece of technology in 2021. But